Wait, where's my face cam? Oh man, hold on. Hold on. Why is the switcher? Where's my face cam? I got spray booth. Hold on, guys. For some reason, my face cam's not working. Hold on. I gotta figure out what's going on here. It's, oh, I see now. There we go. Sorry. I had the visor was down on that. Let me do some rearranging. There we go. Everybody, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow makers, creators, and cosplayers. Today, we're doing a live stream. We're back on working on my feral ghoul head. Today, we're going to seal it with some rubber. We'll go into details on that, but today is a fun stream today because two things are happening. Gamescon Canada, powered by TELUS, is around the corner. Well, you got some months. It's June, which gives you time to build some costumes. The reason I'm saying it for you people in Canada, close to Canada, Edmonton, I believe is where the convention center is at, is where Gamescon Canada is going to be happening for a weekend. It's they have a great announcement too. My friend Allison Tabitha will be hosting the costume contest along with me. And oh my God, hold on, guys. There's another cosplayer who's helping me with this. Why can't, hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm not gonna do this and not say her name because she's a great maker. Hold on. Hold on. She's mentioned in here. Hold on. Oh my God, Ted. You were not prepared. I think this is on Cosplay. Right. It is Lauren. Lauren does cosplay. Will be there as well too. That's awesome. She's a great fabricator. Lauren does cosplay. She also will be a judge. Thank you. I'm sorry, Lauren. I know she's coming. Anyway, guys, good morning, everybody. Really quickly, we are doing some giveaways. We have passes, and again, I'm trying to find Canadians. Please, looking for Canadian people here in the chat. Anybody who's Canadian, if you're in here, I definitely want to get you involved to get in. So all the non-Canadian people who are playing today, I have 8x10s I'll be giving away. I have 2 stacks here. I have my movies in cosplay folder. Like for movies, I have, hold on, let me show you guys real quickly. These are the DVDs, not DVDs. Good God, Tim. 8x10s. These are all my movie 8x10s. I worked on the Guyver. I played, these are monsters I played. This is the Barrel Zombie from Return of the Living Dead 3. This is, hold on, this is Striker. And this is, who's that? Wait, this is, it's about a zombie from House of Thousand Corpses. And the Guyver poster we did. And those are the movies. Hold on, guys. People. Turn my... Yes. I am. So, anyway, now, that was my friend going, hey man, you streaming? I'm like, take a look and see if I'm streaming. Anyway, this is this is my Red Demon, Mongo the Mutilator. I have my Space Guy, and I have my Alita Battle Angel. Hold on a second. The Battle Angel, and of course, that's it. And Vampire Hunter D. You're not streaming. Just checking. Dear Ted, just checking. Yeah, I'm streaming. It says I'm streaming. I hope I'm streaming. Anyway, really quickly, guys. I'm drinking from my Whalen Yutani mug today, and I love it because it cracks me up every time. When you sip the coffee, there's a little alien in there. Hang on. You guys can see. So I bought this mug some while back. I just was an impulse buy. I think I saw it somewhere, either on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. I laughed, thought it was funny, bought it, and I thought for the stream people would be asking me where I got it, and so I thought I'd find a link for it, and for the life of me I cannot find it anywhere. But it's a big wide mug and a nice little, a decent little alien there. So as you drink the coffee, it slowly reveals the alien. But today, right now, we're going to do we're going to be sealing the mask with rubber. So we're going to talk about this. Many different ways to seal things. People, when you're foam crafting starting up, I always recommend using Mod Podge, and people like Plastic Dip, and there's this stuff I love called Creature Cast Rubber, but you have to order it sometimes in the warmer seasons, because if it's cold he won't ship it, because the temperature of the coldness will make the material separate, apparently. So it's always good to get around the summertime when it's warm. You're not too late, Ted. Ted's early jumping the gun. He's exactly yes, because I'm going into a little bit more details about some stuff today. Nobody. I just jumped the gun a little bit today, guys. Don't panic. So what we're going to be using today, as I said, there's so many different things to seal with, but for this particular mask, I want to use something more flexible. So this is stuff. It's HX-80. It's a molding rubber, and I got this from Reynolds. I usually order it from Amazon, but it's a little more pricing and shipping, but it's down the street at Reynolds in Burbank, and I love it. So I'm trying to do my best to do and shop locally. So I was so happy to find out that Reynolds is carrying this. So thank you, Reynolds, for carrying this product. Now what this is, it says right here, this is a moldable rubber. It says brushable mold making latex. Now what that means is it's designed to make molds. So if you have little pieces, you brush a thin coat, you let it dry, you put another coat. And the cool thing about this stuff is the rubber sticks to itself. And so you could do multiple coats, let them dry, and come back and add more coats later, and it still sticks. Unlike latex, you have to add coats while it's still wet, semi-wet, so it grabs to itself. If you let it dry completely and try to put it on there, it's just going to beat up and roll off and peel when it dries. So that's why I love this stuff. So we'll be using that today, and it's a little thick, so we're going to thin down with water. But I usually use, you guys know, is my critter spray gun. I've been keeping my eye on this thing. I bought this, it was like $35 back in the old times. They're up to like $50 now, which I think is ridiculous. So I've been looking for a cheaper alternative for you people, because I already own one, but I don't want to sit there and turn you guys into something and have some craft kid go, that gun's like $50. So I found this. This is it says right here, the Focus. Why was that focus? There it is. The Dyson. This is a spray bottle, and the reason I like this thing was $14. $14 for this. $14. So I figured, is it as good as the critter? We're going to find out today, because this is what I'm going to use to put the rubber on that. Granted, the little pros and cons. One thing about the critter gun is it's a mason jar. It's a standard mason jar. This fits any mason jar. This guy, it has their own plastic lid. Now I'm sure you could buy multiple lids if you wanted to, but right now, my plan is just to spray rubber through it. I'm not going to put anything else too harsh in here, just the rubber. So we're going to use that today. I'm going to mix up in a cup. I'm going to try this. So this is today. We're going to try out the new gun. So I'm excited. Oh, is the handle plastic or metal? It's actually metal. It's cast metal. The handle's metal. The trigger's metal. Everything else is metal. It's just this jar is plastic. You know what's so funny is that the needles are just their adjustment tip here. If you guys can see this clearance, so you got. It seems like it's just blowing over it just slightly, right? And so there's no really way to control it up and down. Where the critter, you guys can see right here on this sports here, you can adjust it quite a bit. You can go up and down below it to control the flow of the material. But again, $14, $50. Now, if you want to upgrade, but I want people to have access and have choices and try it out themselves. But that is what we're going to be doing today. So before we start, I thought I'd hang out with you guys, jump in a little early, and talk about the giveaways today. I am waiting for a pair of lamb ears and wolf tail to arrive today. Oh, fantastic. Yay. I seen the $14 comes out chunky. Probably it'll be fine. Well, the thing is, it's the material you spray it through. The latex I have, I'm going to thin it down, Becky, with some distilled water, because the thing with these, the rubber I use, it's a little thick, and you have to thin it down with. I mix it down to like the consistency of milk, and I take the PSI on my regulator, on my pressure tank, to 25 PSI, so it just sprays very lightly. So I'm just going to do some coats. But the one thing about spraying rubber on the mask, so let's grab it really quick. I'll talk to you about it. What's that? Is that the rubber itself will not stick. If I just spray this straight on here and let it dry, it'll eventually peel up. So what I have to do is, that's why I have to do it in the spray booth today, is I'm going to take it and brush contact cement. Take some contact cement and brush the whole thing with contact cement glue and let it dry so it has an adhesion to it. And the reason I do this, because it's got tackiness to it. So when you spray the rubber on it, the rubber will stick to the adhesion of the contact cement and it'll stick to this. So you're basically applying glue to help rubber stick. In my garage, my neighbors probably dislike the noise. Floss tail can be easily bought on Amazon. That's right. You know what, Kevin? Daniel. Sorry, Daniel. Amazon has a lot of great stuff. There's a company. Really quickly, guys. Just on a complete change of subject. There is a company that makes hold on, gun props. Hold on, let me see, find these guys really quickly. They're always in my streams. Hold on. Yeah, Blasters for Us. It's a they have an Instagram. Props and replica cosplay collectibles and more, stepping beyond the screens, stock and clearance, and they make all this stuff. And I'm trying to see if, they have these great little videos and influencers holding them, but I don't know anybody personally who's bought one. So I'm trying to find it, because all this stuff looks super cool, but I'll tell you, they're pricey. But they do a lot of Destiny stuff, like all the guns they got the licensing for Destiny, so all the pistols from that game they have. And they make all this stuff, right? And apparently they make it to order, whatever. And they have everything from Fallout to Cyberpunk. You know the big giant gun in Cyberpunk, the huge gun, and it's enormous. And they make a replica on it. I think it's ridiculous. It's like $800 for a chunk of plastic. But it just they're a company, and I want to know. I have a feeling it's just mass produced in China, but then again, not for the prices though. But I'm really interested. I want to do some research on these guys, because the reason is because I like what they're doing. I think it's a neat idea, but I would like to see one up close. That's all. I just want to see. I don't want to buy one. I just want somebody to show it to me so I can look at it. Because I'm not spending $80 for something I can make myself. Oh, I know, my friend. Today, I tell you what. Before we start, you don't have these pins. Oh, I didn't bring them, did I? I forgot to bring them. There's these sign on anything pins. I love. Did I leave some up here? Let me double check. See if I did. All right. I was thinking about making a fake human eyeball with rental technicals made from foam clay on the next. That should be fun. Yes, I agree. That'd be super fun. I tell you what, when you do on the keep little trick, if you have in the eyeball and the eyeball's plastic, Daniel, if you have an eyeball that's plastic, it's best to drill a little hole in the plastic and put a little string or like a thick piece of string or something to come out the back and glue that. And so therefore, when you put the foam clay under the eyeball, the string behind the eyeball will give the foam clay something to stick to. If you just take foam clay directly into a plastic eyeball and let it dry, it'll just snap off. So the best thing to do is drill a hole in your eyeball, add a little piece of cord, like a little thick piece of string or something, heavy duty, glue it in there, and cut it the length you want, and then put the foam clay on that. And the foam clay will grab the string, therefore it won't just snap off. Because if you just do it by itself, it'll snap off over time. Hey, Masato K. How you doing today, man? Masato. What's up, Masato? Good morning. And we're drinking coffee. We're getting ready to make some messes today. But anyway, I have some 8x10s. I want to do some giveaways today. We're doing some 8x10s, and we're also giving away. I'm looking for Canadians, calling all Canadians. Is there any Canadians in chat today? I did some bad sewing. Let's unpick it. Becky, all my sewing's bad because it's all done by hand. I do all my hand sewing. I have a sewing machine, and I found it has to be serviced. And besides that, I have no room for it. I don't know how I can put anything anymore. It's ridiculous. Anyway, what we should do is do this first while it's drying. I can jump onto the giveaways, right? Making a message means creative and process. Oh, okay, thank you. Hey, Kathy, good morning. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, Sean. Give you a heads up. I'm mailing out your grenade today. No, I'm sorry. Today's Sunday. I'm going out Monday, and then we're getting. I'm waiting to do this thing. So if anybody else wins something today, I'm gonna mail it both out on Monday. So anyway, with that being said, let's get down to business, shall we? Let me get the. You know something. Get a sip of coffee. Wait a minute. Not a lot of posts for somebody on Instagram. Say hello to Huku. Hey, Huko. Huko Props is in chat. Hey, Huko, thank you guys. Really quickly, hey, everybody, that's right. If you guys are watching this on twitch.tv/EvilTedSmith, I am also streaming on YouTube. This is a simulcast. I'm streaming them both at the same time. unfortunately, I have my chat open on YouTube. So if you do want to pop over and talk to me, hang out, ask questions, definitely do it here on YouTube. But I want to say hi to Chad. Chad, how you doing, man? I'm still at it. I've been gone for a while because I was at Canada working on stuff I can't talk about. But Chad, if I do see you in person, I can tell you all about it because it's very exciting. Stuff I know that would excite you. So I know you're busy. You're popping all over the place doing demonstrations and stuff. Oh, speaking of that, Chad, I am doing I'm coloring my rubber latex today with some Cratex paints. Cratex gave me some paints today. Thank you so much, Cratex. I want to reach out to them about their metallics because I have some stuff I want to work on and do some prototypes and testing with, and I want to do some metallic paints because I know they have it. They send me like everything under the sun but metallics. I want a lot of metallics, probably because they're expensive. So with that being said, we're going to be using this today. The acrylic bases, airbrush paints, but I'm going to be using it just to pigment the latex a little bit because I always found when I'm putting a latex base on something, I like to pigment it a little bit closer to the color. Therefore, if the paint starts to scrape off, it's not so obvious. Hey, there he is. How you doing, man? Long time no see. I'm drinking out of my Watani. Hey, Chad, since I have you here in front of everybody, I want to harass you about this. I want to get my body scanned. And I want to make a... Well, anyway, I want a body scan that you can give to me so I'm going to have somebody else 3D print it for me. I want to make a little statue of myself to make costumes off of because I want to build something, and it's so much easier to build something a little bit smaller than the full-size body of me, so... But I don't want it too small. I want it pretty good. I want it like at least, let's see, about 13 inches maybe tall or something like that. Anyway. Ping them. Ping them. What's ping them? Tag them? Ping them? Is that something you can do on YouTube? I know nothing about. Yeah, right? Because if you have a 3D printed statue of yourself, because it's a costume I want to build, and it's just, it'd be nice to mock out the details. When you're looking at it from a distance, you can get a better design of what it's going to look like, opposed to, probably don't 1/4 or 18th. Whatever size that is, I'll figure it out. Message them. Oh, okay. I will. I meant to. I'm also. But anyway, guys, I digress. Let's get back to business, shall we? Let's do some mixing the rubber. All right. Let's get to my overhead camera. Okay, sorry guys. This is what we'll be using today. This is the HX80. This is moldable rubber. Oh, come on, stop moving. Okay. It comes like in a paste. There we go. And get a jar. Better yet, let me get a cup real quick. A little thick, so take this guy like this. I don't need a lot. There you go. Okay, that's good. Make sure to snap that lid back on so you don't let that stuff dry out. Oh, sorry guys, I moved the microphone. Sorry. Okay. Got it. Okay. Bring you guys a little bit closer. Here. I'm going to add a little bit of, I know latex is white. It doesn't dry white though. It's clear. But I'm making sure this, yeah. Take this guy off. I'm going to add a little bit of white paint to this. There you go. A little dab of, oh, come on. Ever so little dab of red. 1, 2. All right. Make it like a really light pink. Like that. And okay, and of course a little bit of yellow. Can I make it like a light flesh colored almost? All right, so you guys can see it's pretty thick, and I don't. For me to spray this to the gun, it needs to be a little thinner. So I'm gonna add some distilled water. That's the one thing about this molding rubber is you can add water to it. It makes it a little bit thinner and more manageable to use through a spray gun. Ooh, what is that? Piece of, oh, sorry, something. Throw it out. Now again, when I put this on, I'm not going to lay, I just want to put a rubber skin on it. I'm not using this to fill the pores of anything because this is all foam clay, so it's all smooth. I just want to have something that will give it everything a nice even coat on my mask. You know, I like this thickness. Let's give this a try before we start adding more water to it. So yeah, it's not. Now I'm looking at this, not a lot. Hold on, I think I might add some more rubber. I'm looking at this. It's a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, and that might need a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, it's not enough. Sorry, guys. It's like I always have a tendency sometimes to make so much product, like, and then have a lot of it left over. So I'm trying to cut back on making too much everything. When I'm on a job, I make a lot, but when I'm on my own, I'm like, I don't want to make too much. But then I can always just use. It's fine. So. Oops. Just dripping it everywhere. All right, got that. All right, there we go. It's more like it. All right, and a little bit of water. Break it up. Yeah, that's better. Yes, hold on, guys. Made a mistake. I'm realizing there's a bunch of chunks in here. When there's chunks, it just kind of makes it difficult to... Yeah, hold on. Let's see if we can just pour it through a strainer, maybe. See, guys, this is what one thing, I have a little bit of a wire mesh I have here. This is the cap. When mixing, sometimes chunks get in there, and the chunks will clog this guy. They'll clog this tip rather quickly, so you don't want too many big chunks. So I usually just kind of thin it down a lot. So let's pour this through the strainer. And sure enough, if you look, there's some big chunks. I don't know where they came from, but there they are. So now put it over here, pour it back in, double strain it here, make sure it doesn't get anything. All right, got it. So the next step is we're going to put our lid on here. Oh, really quickly, Sean says something about, fun critter gun. Yeah, Chad, what we're doing today is a different gun. The critter gun that I bought years ago is $35. When I bought it, now it's like $50. They keep going up and down in price. I'm trying a new gun that was $14. This thing was $14. Basically the same principle, and I'm going to try this out and see if it works just as good. so I can direct people to a cheaper option for people who are starting off, who don't want to, break the bank on the. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna try this out. Before we do that, I have rubber latex all over my hands. Let's get my. Hold on. Let's grab the head and some masking tape, shall we? Okay. This is what we're sealing today. Whoa! My feral ghoul mask. Let me get some tape. Some masking tape. I'm going to mask the teeth because I don't really want to put rubber on the teeth. The teeth are fine. I just want to do the rest of the face, so I'm just going to gently. Just mask off the teeth like that. There, get that. Nah. There we go, just like that. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the spray booth, and I'm going to tell you what I have to do before I get there, because I don't have any microphone over in the spray booth. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy I was just talking about earlier. We're going to brush a thin layer of contact cement all over it, and I have to turn the fan on because the contact cement vapors are really bad. So you have to turn the fan on, so it'll be a little loud. But I'm going to turn the fan on and then brush this whole thing with contact cement to get nice and dry so the rubber will stick really well to it. All right, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, we're going to do next. Knock my phone over. Sorry. Really quickly, we're going to let that dry for a couple of minutes, and then we have the compressor will turn on in a second, and we'll start to spray the rubber. What about Becky's gums? Old black gums is folk that camp out in the mega block slots machines in little gambling towns. That's great. Hey, the modifier. Good morning. How you doing, man? Hey, has Ted done the video on spray booth he built? No, I did not. It's basically it's an enclosure I built in my house. I realized that I had to turn my shop into a home, so I had to make a makeshift box. It's basically just tell you what, hold on. Let me just show you what I talk about it. Hold on, let's grab this camera really quickly. Can we do this? Hold on, guys, be patient with me. You guys can see in the background there's a box and with a vent and a hole. But the thing in front of it is I think Bill Duran did a video when he built his. It's basically the same thing. It's a box, but you have to get a really nice industrial. Sorry. Oh, sorry guys. Now I did it. Sorry guys. Sorry for shaking you all around. Hold on, be patient. Was that it's a suction fan, and you have to have vents, filters, and I get some really nice ones at Home Depot. I pick up because you need to have filters because it's sucking the air in. But if you don't have a decent filter, like little particles will get in into the motor itself. So sometimes periodically, I'll look in there and see it starts clogged up. So I have to get in there and clean out the little fans, the turbines, because gets junk on them. You don't want to do that. So, but I have not. Trust me, there's great decapitating Carl Jr. What the hell are you talking about, Captain? But the concept is simple. It's just a box, suction, ventilation. You just have to. It just takes all the fumes, and that's with the contact cement right now. It's definitely what it's for. Just get those fumes outside. And while it's a little glossy right now, wait till it dries. And when it does, when the contact cement gets completely dry, we're going to go in there and start laying down our thin rubber coat today. And then we're going to do giveaways after that. So once we get the rubber on there and the rubber starts to dry, then we can start doing giveaways. Yay, giveaways. Behind you on the right. Oh, that's a Jack in the Box head. It's not Carl's Jr. It's Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. I made that for my wife's party. I'll show you real quick here. That's right. Get a jumbo jack and cheese. There it is. It was the my wife loves. We have themes for our parties, and the gag was comes your favorite icon or mascot or character or whatnot. So people brought some really good stuff, and immediately popped in my head is Jack in the Box. And I was so lazy, honestly, guys. I almost bought it, not to make it. So I ended up just knocking out really quickly. That's right, Neil. Now you're craving a burger. it was fun because I knew I wanted to be able to walk around and keep it on for a while. So I made eye holes, the vents, right? And I put foam lining so it fits on my head so I could turn my head around and whatnot. But the thing with the mount, it was super crisp. When I started looking at pictures of it, the original one is really nice. It's fiberglass. And it goes from fiberglass and then it goes all the way to his neck as a foam rubber gasket on the fiberglass. They blend it beautifully to the mask. And it's all painted. And the actor has a little camera on the tip of his nose. And that's how he sees out of it. So he literally looks out of a camera. He has a monitor inside the helmet and he has a camera on the tip of his nose. That's how he did it. But the mask, the mouth was so crisp and clean that I ended up making this out of red poster board. I just could, and just, or no, it's poster board I painted red. So it's poster board, I cut it and just very gently glued it down to keep the mouth nice and clean. Kevin again with his supporting $5 gift. Thank you. Keep doing you. Thank you, Kevin. Oh wait, I can't hear it. Sorry. I turned my volume down. I always forget to turn that thing off at night. Again, thank you so much. That's awesome, Kevin. Thank you so much for your continued support. That's horrifying in a way. But yes, thank you. Oh, it's drying, looking good. Today we're giving away. We have some for all you people who just joined me and you missed out before. Let me break this up. I'm doing. Is that right? I'm giving away some 8x10s today, and if I'm waiting for some Canadians to jump in. Any Canadians? I'm going to give you some tickets to Edmonton. This is my. Here's the 8x10s I'll be giving away today. Are the Vampire Hunter D, right? It's awesome. Ooh. My Alita and Battle Angel with Holly Conrad. I think it was her last big cosplay, and then Mongo, the Mutilator, and then my Space Guy. I used to call him Space Marine, but then everybody's like, "That's not a Space Marine. That's Warhammer 40K." I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. So I stopped doing that, and then those are the cosplay ones, and then we have movies. My first big movie I worked on was Guyver, the Guyver movie poster. I played a Ghoul in House of a Thousand Corpses. Also, I played Guyver Zonoid and Guyver Dark Hero. Now again, I do the fighting, I just do all the dialogue scenes. That was me doing the dialogue. And then of course I played Yo AMC Striker. I played Striker. People don't know that. I was J.J. Walker's the human part, but when the monster was the monster, that was me. 25-year-old me. This is Return. I was the barrel zombie from the Return of the Living Dead 3. And, of course, these are other monsters I played in various movies. And this is also, again, I played Mazo in Guyver 2, Dark Hero. I played Mazo the Bug. So I would die, come back, and then come back and die again. I can deal with that bald head without a beard. Freaks me out. I can deal with your bald head without the beard. Would freak me out. Oh yeah, definitely. If I shave my beard back, I would look completely different. It's funny because I'm possibly has something a character I want to do, and would involve shaving my beard. My wife would not be thrilled. J.J. Walker's really Ted in the suit. That's right. How's it looking over there? Looks good. Let me double check on our glue real quick here. All right, hold on, baby. I'm getting really impatient. Let's do this. Okay, the next thing to do, we have to turn on the compressor, which is going to allow someone to mute the microphone for a little bit. Hold on, guys. Just mute. Here we go. All right, guys, really quickly. Cons is the tip is really wide, so it doesn't allow you to. It's like the spray is really wide. I think this is designed like. Look at the tip now. I probably didn't. I wouldn't have to thin it as much. Texture looks. I tell you what, Becky, it's going to dry and shrink a little bit, but it won't dry texture. It's really thin, spattering, but it'll dry. The thing is, I'm realizing the mouth. I'm so used to mixing for the finer tips on the critter gun. On this critter gun right here, the tip is. I don't know if you guys can see it's really narrow. It's very, very fine. On this gun, it's bigger. So being bigger, I probably could have made it thicker, which I like. I like it personally thicker. So I think I probably would have just I could have just used that latex as thick as it was originally, and sprayed it, and it would go on even. It would go on thick and not drip. The reason I have to do it very thin, so it's a really thin coat. I'm gonna let that dry, and then do another thin coat. So it's gonna take multiple thin coats, but it does look good. It's just I didn't really. The mouth is really wide, which means the material could have been thicker. I probably could throw. I bet you could spray house paint through that gun. I think it's designed for that. Maybe I think it's more of a design for like a spray house paint kind of thing, because the tip it's just so wide. Where the critter's a little bit more fine tuned. But don't say the thicker comment. You're thinking. the wash. Yeah, the paint job's gonna make it look great. But this is the first coat. Let that dry for a little bit, and then I'm definitely gonna hit it again. Over here sneezing. All right, guys. I gotta keep staring at it. Let me let's speed this up with a hair dryer. I'm getting impatient. The latex really pulls it together. I have to say, like, once it kind of skins everything else, and how thin latex turning to be. How thin of the latex? Well, it's rubber latex. I mean, you're spraying it on like paint, you know. But it sticks to itself. So I did good 3 or 4 coats. The thing is that tip comes out really heavy, which makes me realize I might do another test where I'd go a little thicker. But my fear of going too thick was you don't want to fill in the details I have on this face, like all the wrinkles on the eyes and stuff. So I kept it relatively thin. And spattered it, and then when it dries, it is evening out. So it doesn't really, it's not going to dry texture at all. It looks great. It really worked well. It's I was saying, it turned out better than I had a right to. Yeah, that's it. That's great. While it's still wet, let me pull this tape out very carefully. Because, there you go. Pull the teeth, pull the tape out of the mouth. There we go. Yeah. There it is. Give that nice even skin look. Now, I know what people are thinking. Are we going to jump onto paint? And the answer is no, because what I want to do with this Pharaoh Ghoul is I want to build everything and then paint everything at the same time. Granted, now if I was a painter, I would just paint it and then go ahead and match it. I always find it's best when you're painting something, especially a costume, like a monster character. I want to paint everything at the same time. So I'll make the flesh base and paint the head, the neck, chest, arms, and feet. So everything is like got a base coat. So we just literally paint everything at the same time. So when it's done, it all matches. It has this organic. And I'm gonna do whatever I end up doing. I'm gonna do like if I mix a base coat, paint everything with the base coat, then do like a red, do everything with the reds, the yellows, the blues, spatter, do different spatter coats and stuff. I want to do it. Oh, I want to do it all at the same time. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. That's not my God. But that is my philosophy of doing that. Wow, this is great. I'm really happy with this. I was kind of like, I don't know how it's going to work. But again, the whole purpose is challenging myself, because as me, as a teacher, educating people, how am I going to teach you guys new things if I don't try new things myself? So I've never made a foam mask. I think what inspired me was SKS Props, Steven. Steven made these like Krampus masks and things, and he would do it with layers of foam. He'd make a template, and he'd stack foam on top of it, and then on some things he would just put foam clay on top of it to smooth everything out. It looked really kind of cool. I thought, maybe I should do that one step more and just do it as a mask. So I made a skull cap of my head and then put that and then started sticking foam pieces on that to build to a point where I felt comfortable, looked pretty decent. And again, trust me, I did most of my sculpting with cutting EVA foam and putting pieces where I wanted to go and not rely so much on the foam clay. The foam clay is just like, it's just a filler. You're just filling in nooks and crannies with it. Don't plan on sculpting with it so much, because it's not really, it's more like less sculpting and more like working with putty. It's like foam putty. You got to wet it and mush it around. But it ended up working. So I shaped it up and then ended up adding more things to it. So that was the EVA foam, all the pieces and stuff, and then just finished everything up with foam clay. So there it is. You see how it takes the white balance out as soon as I bring anything up in front of the camera. It's got that auto balance stuff. Yeah, do it all at once. Thanks, Becky. Becky understands, because when you're painting stuff, it's just trying to paint it, then you'll end up, what you painted before, you'll end up repainting it to make it match. So, oh, no, Kevin, that's what I plan on doing. No, everything I'm doing, I'm going to do on this whole build is I want to show people the costume process from beginning to middle to end, and the steps we take to do this, because, yeah, it's a process. I still like making my edited video content. It's just that I think it's great just to show people. And again, I'm not working on this unless I'm on Sunday streams. I've done very little off camera with this guy. Everything I've done on camera, so you guys can watch the entire process. I think the teeth end up taking an entire stream. One of my live streams is to do the teeth. It took a while to get them where I liked them, but they worked. It ended up happening. Yeah, this thing's gonna paint beautifully. The eyes, I can't wait. The eyes, they're gonna. I want to make them milky white, so he has no pupils. You don't know where he's looking, so make it creepy. Ah, oh, so awesome. The teeth, guys. I got on Amazon. I bought these teeth. These things. These are enamel teeth you can buy. Hold on. Did the box? Oh, I think it's still in the box right here. Hold on. Again, I was like, where did I put those? Oh, Ted. Good grief. I'm always losing stuff. But you'll see them. And it'll be fun to stain them. Like, yeah, it's slightly off. It is. You're right, Becky. No matter how good you are, it's always a little off with colors. And there's people who can really good, like Steven can paint. He paints really well, and he can match things because he's good at that. He loves painting. I love fabricating, and don't like painting. I wish Steven lived closer because I would just like, hey, I made something here. You can paint. You can paint on your stream. Let's stream together. I make something. You paint it. Speaking of that, today I have a book prop I'm making for my friend John for his movie, and I'm going to age the pages today. But my buddy Graham, who's a fantastic painter, he's an industry painter. He paints for this the prop house and paints stuff for movies. I asked if he could help me paint this book. I mean, I could paint it. I think it would look okay, but I know he'll put more his skill set to it, make it look more like a real old leather book, because he's good like that. So. Kevin goes, my wife will, dude, they're cheap, Kevin. They're cheap. They're so, I mean, for what I thought they're pretty cheap. For what I thought they were, their enamel teeth are pretty decent. So, I mean, they're strong. Wow, this looks so good. This really, you know what this does? This really inspires me to really focus on the, oh, the Dragon Lady has some house stuff for me to do. Damn straight she does, buddy. It's Sunday. That's when we're supposed to do it the most. Really quickly, let me show you the book. I have it right back here. Where's the other book? The book in the show, John made like a prototype, like the book. And don't get me wrong, this is not bad. This is pretty cool. The symbol it's a prop for his movie. So I did the same technique he did, but he wanted the book to be bigger. So he ended up getting me a book he's bought. And this is the book here. It's bigger. I did this thing with tissue paper and Mod Podge. It's this nice texture to it. It's all around, both sides. The pages could be aged. I mean, I aged them a little bit, but they need to be aged more. So I'm going to pull out the airbrush today and do that as well. And I'm going to do the inside couple pages as well. And then I'm going to give this to my buddy Graham, and he can paint this up, and he'll make it look way better than I could. So I'm going to have him do that. Matter of fact, I'm trying to reach out. Maybe I should be best to do that today. Drop it off so you can jump on this. So we're going to need this quick soon. So anyway, yeah, because the focus. What's going on? Focus. What's going on? Oh, it's the book. The book freaked it out. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Well, tricks I've learned with webcams. Guys, really quickly, I'm going to run down and get some more magical coffee. While I get the magical coffee, we're going to get ready to do our giveaways today. Yay! So I'm going to put this guy up, put him back in the spray booth. So everybody, please stand by. Stand by. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Let's see. I have the 8x10s. We're gonna do a little bit of a game. Let's have some fun with it. Oh. We're gonna play some nerd games really quickly here. Hold on. Oh my god. Let's see. Beer's mostly water. Just saying. Yeah, but your body doesn't process it like water. It processes it like beer. It turns into calories that go around your gut. Oh man, dude, I got these. I bought I walk 2 times a day, and I've been walking for a while. But I really thought I'd step my game up, and I bought a weight vest. And it's like it starts off. It's 15 pounds, and you can add like pounds to it or everything. So I've been wearing the 15-pound weight vest when I go walking. I do my 2 times walk, and man, I'll tell you what, I already lost a pound. So I'm like, so it's already been like about a couple of days, but I'm gonna wear this thing for about a month. I'm gonna wear the 15 pounds for a month, and after a month, I'm gonna add weight to it. I'm gonna start like after a month, keep like adding more weight to it, get my body used to 15 pounds on the weight vest, and then as time goes, probably just add more weight to it, because walking's great and it's been working, but I figured to step it up by putting some weight on, and it wasn't that expensive either. It was relatively cheap, I thought. Okay, guys, let's play a game here really quickly. We're gonna be given some 8x10s, and of course, once you win the contest, you get a choice of which 8x10 you want from my grab bag. And also, I trained so much yesterday, it was muddy. Oh, it rained so much yesterday, it was muddy. Wow, Becky, we got a little rain today, not a lot. It just kind of drizzled. That's what California rain is. It's drizzled. Because when it rains, the city falls apart. Literally, just falls apart. But we need the rain because of the damage from the fires. It's brutal. Anyway, some fun trivia. I know sometimes the question I'll ask and people will Google it, and we'll play some. I have some fun trivial quizzes and trivial games. This kind of is super nerdy, but I found out about it. I think it's kind of cool, and you guys will probably Google it, or I don't know if you can Google it, but it's kind of a hard one, so it's kind of a weird one to start with. But I recently discovered it. 47 was Luke Skywalker in Star Wars wore pants. Okay. And George Lucas had a pair of pants they had for the prop department. What was his pants original? What they originally were, because they got them and they bleached them white. They bleached them white for the movie, so they would look like what they were. What was Luke Skywalker's pants originally? What was his pants? Because they were off the shelf, something they bought off the shelf for his pants, and they bleached them white. No, Neil got it. It was white Levi jeans. Oh, Neil got it. Neil, I thought they bleached them white. I don't know if they bought them white. But thinking, I think you could buy white, Dockers. Yeah, because someone as a kid, you could buy, when I was in the 70s, you could buy white denim. So yeah, they were just white denim pants. And yeah, they removed the back pockets. They did. Oh, they bleached them and removed the back pockets. Becky's correct. All right, Aaron. But anyway, Neil, you got Neil. So Neil, as a winner, Which 8x10 would you like? Do you want a cosplay, one of the cosplay 8x10s, or do you want one of the movie 8x10s? I'm not sure. God damn it, Neil. Make up your mind. Think about it. Movie or cosplay? You're a winner, for Christ's sakes. Pick it. Pick it, Neil. Wait, I want the evil J.J. Smith. Oh, there you go. Good call. Hold on. Let me get that formalized real quickly. Gee, hold on. Yeah, boy. There it is. Hold on. There it is. All right, Neil. Yeah. Please. This Sharpie is weak. Hold on, let me get a better Sharpie. There you go, Neil. Yeah, boys. All right. Excellent. All right, just one down. I don't think. White denim. That's. It's so funny because it's because here's the thing. I know people love hate George Lucas, but the thing pulls you out of a movie than recognizable clothes. And I think George's genius in the thing of like, there were certain things that people don't realize in the Star Wars universe, and you don't know until you start to look at it. There's no buttons or zippers in space in Star Wars. No buttons, no zippers. Everything's overlapped, or velcroed, or draped, or like it's all velcroed, and it's like. They had a really particular look he wanted. He had a particular view he wanted. Oh. Do you like talking about Ken Russell films? Ken Russell. Yeah, he did some crazy movies. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy's Anne Margaret. Yeah, she cut her hand really bad. On that TV exploded, the glass cut her hand, and she was bleeding while they were shooting, and they kept going, and she stopped like, yeah, I'm bleeding, guys. Oh, Neil goes, I think I learned the white denim trivia from you. Well, that's just it. I'm just going off stuff I know. That was fun. Let's do one more. Hey guys, really quickly, I'm looking for some Canadians. You know what I have to do? I have to make a little quick video and put it on, make a little TikTok video, and I have to put it on my YouTube page, because I realized if you put stuff on Instagram, Blue Sky, Facebook, YouTube, it's like you got to cover all the formats, because there's certain people that only follow you on one particular thing. Like, so I found that if you want to get everybody, you have to post something, make some post, and you have to put it everywhere. So yeah, that's what you have to do. Just kind of post it everywhere. So I'm really going to get some Canadians. I got these tickets, and I'm really big about giving them to people who actually can go. I know they were like, just give them to anybody. I'm like, that's unfair to people who live next to the convention. So I want to really reach out to local people. my buddy Gary and I are working on this thing about doing TED Talks. Buy my books. In Canada. Yeah, there you go. Are you Canadian? Are you Canadian? Other creations? If you're Canadian, hold on, I'm waiting for confirmation. Please tell me you're from Canada. Blame Canada with their beady little eyes and the floppy little heads. Because I just got back from Vancouver and it was wonderful. Yep, oh, fantastic. I have a ticket for you. It's that simple. You're Canadian, you came in chat. Calgary, even better, Calgary. I have tickets for you. This is what you need to do for me. Once you're done, go to eviltedsmith.com and email me, my contact thing. Email me and say, hey, Ted, I'm Cathartic Creations from Calgary, and I want a ticket because you're Canadian. It popped in my chat and said, yes, you announced you're Canadian. And that's what I want. I have tickets for you for Gamescon Canada, powered by TELUS. Oh, hold on. Got to turn off the compressor. Anyway, it's Gamescon Canada, powered by TELUS, June 13th through the 15th. So, my husband and maybe what's my... Hey, Calgary. I'm sorry. Creations, thank you so much. Please, tell you what. Do you have an Instagram? Karthik Creations. Do you have an Instagram as well? I'll put the good word in for... Because I want to make sure... here, let me give you... if you're on Instagram. Do you have an Instagram as well? I love Pink Floyd. Thank you. Karthik Creations. Do you have an Instagram too? Let me just look, see if you do. Because I'm sure you probably do. If you have one, it's probably by the same name, correct? Hold on. Let's see. There you are. Oh, you are. There you are. Best Masters winning Calgary. Oh, you're a spectacular cosplayer. Holy cow, guys. Look at this. Focus. Focus. Some of her cosplays. God damn. Wow. Great stuff. Look at you. There you are. Yeah, I found you. Fantastic. You know, I think it's funny. I'm already following you. Fantastic. No, I am following you. So great. You'll be joining me at Gamescon Canada. I have you. I'll tell you what. I'll just message you here. Okay. Don't, since I found you, don't go with the Evil Ted thing. I'll just message you here directly. I'll just text you. Say, you are a winner. Fantastic. All right, good. So what I'm going to do is, after stream today, I will give you all the details. And that'll be great. You're so welcome. Thank you. Because GameCon Canada is huge. I'm really excited. And Allison Tabas will be there. We'll be doing the... mother thinking just breaking my balls. Oh. All right, guys, that was great. Let's do. It's 10:30. We got a little bit more time. Let's go ahead and do another giveaway on the 8x10s, because we actually have somebody for the Gamescon Canada tickets won. Thank you so much for Canadian jumping in here and announcing. Calgary, because I was just out in Vancouver. It's beautiful. Have you been to that store called? It is called Toy Traders. That place was insane. It was a bit of a drive, but it was fun. So awesome. I love the game. I loved the game last year. It was such a fun convention. I am excited for all the cosplayer guests, you included, of course. Oh, thank you so much. Well, then guess what? You're coming. That's wonderful. I mean, who knows? You probably would have been coming anyway. But anyway, now you got a free pass for the entire weekend. Fantastic. So do me a big favor. Tell all your Canadian friends to join me next Sunday. I do a live stream every Sunday, and I have a bunch of tickets to give away for this convention. So I'm trying to give it to local people who can actually attend the convention. So that would be awesome. And did you know they're having a costume contest? And the prize is like freaking $10,000. Holy cow! Gamescon Canada is bringing it. And I'm doing workshops, and I got to reach out to them. I should just go to the website and see if it's not sold out yet. But I'm doing 2 hands-on workshops, and we're trying to cater to the kids, the students, and I think they might already be sold out. But I'll be doing that as well. And I'll be there also with all my wares and talking to people and having all things I built on my videos. And hopefully, I think in time I'll have it done. I'll be bringing my my feral ghoul head, which will be awesome. So I'm glad you're able to join us today. And again, and thank you for announcing that you're Canadian. And I should do that every stream, every 5 minutes. Says, hey, anybody in Canada? All right, let's do one more giveaway for the 8x10s, which is fun. I got a bunch of them, and when I go it's funny with for 8x10s, when I do cons further away, like Florida or the Midwest and stuff, they sell relatively well. Anything in LA, nobody cares. Like, like, oh yeah, Ted. We see Ted all the time. Nobody wants 8x10s for Ted, but I love them. I like giving them out to people and signing them. Let's do. Let me think of another great question. Another trivial question. That's fun. And I'm always trying to think of nerd questions too. This is just so badass. Ted, you're awesome. Oh, Sean, thank you so much. Well, Sean, I'm glad you're getting your grenade. I'm mailing that on Monday. You'll get that grenade soon. And I threw some little Evil Ted swag in there for you. What are some great nerd stuff that we can do? Oh, here's one. I mean, you guys will probably Google it. Wait, I'm making sure I know it correctly. Do I know it correctly? Oh, tell you what. Here's one I don't know, and it's a weird one. And if anybody, trust me, it doesn't matter if you guys can Google it. I found this out. It was the Zack Snyder Army of the Dead, where they go to Vegas. Hold on. I have to get the people's names really quick to do this correctly. Hold on. And you nerds might know this one, because I heard her on a podcast and she talked about this, and I was just like, oh, you okay? Oh, Sean, that'd be awesome. I always ask people to do stuff like that, and they never do, so I kind of gave up asking. Like when people get stuff, like, hey man, shoot a video, take a picture, and there's a handful of people do it, but most people don't. I think the biggest heartbreak I ever had, I did this big giveaway for my Warhammer helmet. I built that big red one, a Warhammer helmet, Space Marine helmet, and I had this big giveaway thing, and this guy won it. Like, he did some random thing, and I picked him, and he won. I'm like, hey man, make sure you post a picture. Nothing. Just ghosted me. Like, then he entered, he won, got it, didn't post it, didn't talk about it. And I said, "Hey, did you get it?" I reached out to him and said, "Did you get Never, he never responded if you got it or not." I'm like, what is that? It's like, you always want something to go to somebody who's enthusiastic or wants it. It's kind of crazy. But anyway, I digress. I just need to make sure that War of the Dead. No. What's the Zack Snyder one where they go to Vegas? What's that thing called? I like pick a number. All right, fine, guys. He's right. Screw it. All right, let's just pick a number. It's easier, it's funner, it's faster. You're right. Let's pick a number. Hold on. Just pick a number, Ted. I will do that. Here we go. It's faster, more exhilarating, and quick. All right, here we go. Meow. All right, guys. I wrote down the number. I like give away a child. Woo, pick a number. All right, Brian's right. We're just gonna pick a number. It's fun, it's exciting, it's fast. All right, guys, give me a number. All right, for the 8x10s, we're gonna do 8x10 again. Guys, just 1 to 10. All right, Brian. Oh, the irony. Brian was just saying, let's pick a number. And I wrote it down. Oh, Brian. You won. It was 3. I as soon as I wrote it down and said from 1 to 10, Brian already threw up 3. So, Army of the Dead. That's it. Neil, thank you, Neil. That's what I want to talk about. Neil Taro was replaced with an actor they fired after filming was done. Neil, do you know who the actor was that got fired? Yeah, Brian, you won. Brian, do you know what 8x10 you want? Do you want to do a movie or do you want to do cosplay? Man, Brian, you're like, I like numbers better. And he won it. 3. Bring. How fun. That's crazy. Yeah, guys. Tig Notaro, really funny comedian. She was on a podcast. I've seen the movie. It was like Army of the Dead. That's it. I saw it. It's typical Zack Snyder. So I wouldn't think that was that great, but she was great in the movie. And then to find out that somebody got fired after they're done shooting. Spelling counts. Chris Deanna was replaced. Do you know why, Neil? Was it getting canceled? Did he do something terrible? I was just curious why he was like, it's a weird thing to do after the film is already done. And you're like, oh no, did he get canceled? Did he do something terrible? It's because, and the podcast, they didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about like why. I was like curious why they got him out, why he was replaced. But that's because it's not an easy endeavor, but they were like, we can't have this guy in the movie. So they beautifully just had all the stuff edited. And they just, when you watch the movie, it's seamless. She's interacting with people and stuff. It's just like, it's done so well that with digital technology now, the film was already in the can, edited. So they only could shoot what they needed for her. Oh, okay. After an actor was accused of, yeah, okay. That's what I kind of figured. Like, he got not accused. He obviously got busted for something, and they're like, nope, and they just kicked him out. And the thing is, back in the old days, they would just have to run with it and go, oh well, and just keep going. But nope, that's what it was. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and they went back and just replaced her. And don't get me wrong, she was great in it and very funny. And when you watch it, it's, you can't tell. That's what digital does now. You can just put people right back in. Yes, they do, Kevin. They need to act. Yeah, of course they do. Everybody does. Not actors, people. Everybody need to act like. You know what I've noticed too is people talking about like, as a kid, me growing up in the 70s and 80s when somebody was doing something or somebody was getting into a fight, people would be like, oh, not my business, and walk away. I'm really happy to see that people are getting involved now. When you see some stuff going down, people are like, hey man, you step up and go. Because when I was a kid, I used to get picked on a lot when I was young, and coming from school, bullies and whatnot. And people would like, hey man, like, and kids would mess with me, and I would look at adults like, hey, can you guys not see what's happening here? They would do nothing. They would do nothing. I used to get really irritated, and I found it now that I'm adult, and I think I was in my early teens or 20s. I saw some kid in a mall being picked on, and I lost it. I went up to this kid. This is a little kid on a bike, and this kid, you could tell him he's just like with his mullet and messing with him. And I said, hey man, hey, and I yelled at him, and he turned to me like, what? Like, with his authority. And I kind of snapped, and I said, I will snatch you off this bike and break you in half. I was like, there was nobody around. That kid, I got in this kid's face, and he of course took off on his bike, and I turned to the other kid, and I didn't get this like, hey man, thank you. It was just like, this shame fell over him. Like, he felt bad, and I felt bad, but he's like, I just remember like, hey man, you're okay? And he's like, yeah, and he just went on his way. And I never forget that. And it's like, that it triggered me. It flashed me back to my childhood. When I see kids picking on other kids, I kind of snap. So. Gen X doesn't. Yeah, no, Sean, yep, sorry. Gen X doesn't put up that crap anymore. And I hate bullies. I shame. Yeah, there's plenty of them now, and they're getting, people are not tolerating them anymore. I think it's great. Like all the Karens and stuff going on and stuff, and people are just staying up to them. I don't know. I made a mistake of watching this, people fighting, and I kind of liked one on Instagram, and I started getting bombarded with them. So I had to stop doing that because it changes your algorithm. You like something, and anyway, see people getting their asses kicked for being a jerk. I thought was kind of funny. And there was one of a guy, I think it's a Chipotle or something like that, and he's screaming at the girls behind the counter. And I don't know, some guy just comes up behind him and just bitch slaps him, like, goes, hey, shut up. And you should see the look in this guy's face. He's like what the hell? Like, somebody hit me? Like, yeah. And the guy that hit him, of course, was huge. Like, just, you could tell he wasn't assaulting him. He was just screaming relentlessly, and the guy just got tired and smacked him. And said, hey, knock it off. And the guy just started, and he's, of course, stumbled out of the restaurant. But calling people out, being abusive to workers who are just stuck behind a counter doing their jobs, and people screaming at them. Yeah. By the wayside. I'm glad the 80s shit is being tested and going through the wayside. Victim blaming the way. Yeah, it's funny. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm getting way off topic. I love violence and real stuff. Just can't watch. Guys, me too. I worked at Sears, and a woman named Barb Carmen, God bless her, she's no longer with us now. She was older when I was a kid, but Barb Carmen was this woman who worked at Sears with me. I worked at Sears. I worked in the photo department. I took pictures of people at Sears, the photo studio thing, for a good 2 years of my life when I was younger. And people would come in all hot and mad and stuff. And I would just they'd come in swinging, looking for a fight. And I would fall in that trap, like, well, sir, like, and Barb would take care, and finally she pulled me aside and says, Ted, look, people come in hot. They're looking for a fight. Don't give it to them. Kill them with kindness. Apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry how that makes you feel. What can I do to make this better? And you just work with them, and as long as you give them, and they'll be coming at you hot. And she goes, by the time you're done, they'll be apologizing for coming in hot. And I went, wow. And ever since then, I did that. And it worked. They'd come in hot, And I'm like, I'm so sorry. What can I do? And I finally realized that they would just. I was young and I had to learn that. And when people get hot, and my buddy Eddie does the same thing in his company. People are like, why is it taking so long? This doesn't work. He said, hey man, and he always tells them, I'm on your side. I'm here to help you. I'm building this for you. If the client's mad and he's screaming at you, then you scream at me. He goes, I'm not the problem. Your client is unhappy. Let's figure out what this is so we can solve it together. I'm on your side. And I thought it's a great philosophy. So when you're dealing with customers and clients and things like that, it's just like, hey man, they get mad because they get yelled at and it rolls downhill. So when somebody gets mad at you, scream, don't, and you turn around and yell at somebody else. That's not how it works. You defuel it, you talk them through. And it's been helpful. As Eddie does, my boss, he does the same thing. So I learned working at grocery stores just to level up and claim. Anyway, I'm sorry, we did great. And also, Brian, really quickly. We didn't get to Brian. Brian, so which one do you want? We talked about this and you never got back to me. Or did he? And I just missed it. Brian, which one do you want? Do you want a movie or a cosplay 8x10? Is Brian still here? Who got the magic number 3? And we went off subject. I'm going to wrap the stream up because I just love hanging out. Here's the funny thing about live streams is I'm just hanging out with friends talking. So I lose track of time. So we have to get back to business. Let's finish this up. And I have things to have to do in the house today. Brian says, Guyver. Do you want the Guyver poster or a Guyver monster? All right, let's get some Guyver posters real quickly. So here you go. We're going to go through the Guyvers, Brian. This is, we have the movie poster, the Guyver, right? Or there's the Guyver Mazo bug thing. Yeah, I got that one. We have Guyver Zonoid, and then I have where's Stin? Oh, hold it, guys. There's one missing. Hold on. There's one missing. Oh, the poster. Okay, you got it, man. No problem. Let's do it. All right. This is, you guys see, is the Guyver poster. This was the original we did for the this was Brian, to give you a little bit of the what materials do you make the OG Guyver suit with? Oh, it's sculpted. That suit was all sculpted and molded. That was Steve Wang. Steve Wang made that thing. That was old school. That was sculpted in clay, molded and made foam rubber. I think they made multiple suits. And again, it's foam rubber, so within a couple of years, it just starts to crumble and fall apart. Yeah. Yeah, the poster's rad. Oh, excellent. This poster was originally, this was the original, when the Guyver movie was done, Brian Usen and stuff, they made these promotional packages. So they made a movie and they were looking for a distributor to sell it. I mean, to distribute the movie in theaters or video. So you make a movie and you sell it to the distributor. And the distributor, so you made a kit. So this was the poster. And this is actually the actor who played Guyver. It's him wearing it. And then there's, of course, you can see all the monsters. There's Ramsey, Weber, MC Stryker, that's me, and Balkus, because Balkus is the big giant monster at the end, so he's kind of a surprise. And there's Lisker. And I still had them. I still had some of them, and so I went and got scanned and turned them into photo prints, so I could get this. Very happy with these guys. So let's do this, Brian. Let's sign this for you. So I left that to Brian, let that dry. Because it's all black, so I'm trying to find a place I can sign it. Let's do right here. There it is. Fantastic. Okay, Brian, real quickly, if you can, are you on Instagram, Brian, or what? Are you? What's the best way for you to DM me? Do you have me on? Do you have a? You can write to me on my evil on oh, absolutely. You got it, Sean. Really quickly, trying to think of a good way, Brian, to get to DM me his address. And I already have your information, Neil. I know who you are, so I can get that from you. But I want to get Brian today as well. Brian, if you can, do you follow my Evil Ted page on Facebook? Because I think you can DM me there. Are you, Brian? Are you on Facebook? Because some people aren't. And here's the thing: I don't hold resentment to anybody who's not on Facebook because I can understand why. So most people are not. But just making sure if you have a way to direct message me your address so I can get this to you ASAP. I'm gonna mail all this stuff out on Monday morning. And again, everybody, thank you so much. And I'm glad we have a Canadian winner for the Gamescon Canada. I will reach out to her today and get her information. Oh, you do? Okay, great. My Evil Ted page on Facebook, just DM me there, your address, okay? And I will get that to you. And I will mail that stuff out Monday. I got the Neil and the Brian, and mail out Sean's grenade. And our winner today for Gamescon Canada. It's awesome. It was a great day for giveaway, guys. Thank you so much. You can, Brian, you can do that too. One or the other. You can either that one, or, yeah, matter of fact, just do the Evil Ted website, eviltedsmith.com, and email me there, and I'll get the information, and I'll pack it up and send it off to you guys. But again, guys, hanging out with me today, and I will see you next Sunday where the giveaways will continue. And again, everybody, in order to win and play on this, you have to be a subscriber to my channel. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And if you're shopping for supplies, I recommend you go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, where I have numerous links for things involving cosplay and building. And by shopping through those links, I get a little bit of kickback, which helps me keep making videos. And the likes and comments also helps my videos as well. And share and tell your friends. And this is a big build. I'm really having fun. So I think the head's going to be basically done. So next Sunday we'll be doing, I'm debating about doing the neck thing first or doing the hands, making the gloves. The gloves are a little more time consuming. What's next? Oh, I don't know, Becky, I'm deciding you start making the gloves or making the neck, the torso piece, which will involve me wrapping myself in saran wrap and putting duct tape on because spelling matters. All right, guys. Thanks so much. And everybody, again, if you guys are watching this on twitch.tv/EvilTedSmith, thank you so much for hanging out. Again, everybody, be next Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. And keep crafting, keep making, and challenge yourself.